Hello there, I'm Scotty. You're not. What's crack? I like it. We're back. It's birth month. Day. Can't read that. 13, 12. 12. On the actual fourth released Pokemon movie, Pokemon Mewtwo Returns. Yes, this confused me growing up because I saw the commercial advertising this. I was like, oh, cool, new Pokemon movie. And then when Pokemon Forever came out, I'm like, why is there a 4 in the name? It's the 5th movie. It's the 5th movie. And then growing up, everyone's like, okay, Pokemon 4, 4th movie. I'm like, no, just because it says 4 doesn't mean it's the 4th movie. I'm like, yes, it is. It's the 4th movie. It's the 4th movie. No, Pokemon Mewtwo Returns is the 4th movie. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It came out before Pokemon Forever. No one would listen to me. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. Apparently, this is not an actual Pokemon movie, but a special that came out in 2001. It says 2000. I don't think that's right. Because, well, if it's the Japanese version could have come out in 2000, I guess. But, like, just looking at this alone, here in America, this came out in 99, 2000, and 2001. So that had to come out later in 2001 or 2002-ish. When did this one come out? 2003. So that could very well be 2002 then. But, and if you think about it, I think it was like an anniversary then, like the 5th anniversary of Pokemon. So 96, that'd be 2001. And in Japan, here, 2002. So, but. And despite being a pretty much direct sequel to Mewtwo Strikes Back, Pokemon the first movie, whatever you want to say, it is a Johto movie. And I'll tell you this, when I'm watching this, okay, keep my eye, I can tell this was a little more less produced than the other movies. There's no big opening scene with a theme song. It just starts. We have the talking. We get a big, like, recap of the first movie, of Pokemon the first movie. Well, everything that happened there, in case you didn't know. I swear they changed Mewtwo's voice actor, because it's now Dan Green, a.k.a. Yugimoto Yamiyuki. I don't think he did the voice in the original version, but they did get the voice of Bakura back to be Giovanni. And I will tell you this, on all of the villains in each of these movies, Mewtwo notwithstanding, Mewtwo wasn't really a villain. You know, look at the villains of the first 3 movies, okay? You have Mewtwo. Mewtwo, not really a villain. He's more self-conflicted. He's more, self-righteous than anything. He has his own beliefs. But at the end of the day, he's not a villain. You have Leonard Part 6 in the second one. He sucks because he didn't do nothing but sit there and, I'm going to summon Lugia, and then does nothing when he gets summoned. He does capture him, but it just, you know what's going to happen. And then you have Pokemon 3 was Entei and the Unknown, or the Unknown, because Entei wasn't real technically. Yeah. But here we have Giovanni, the well-known Pokemon villain Giovanni, and Team Rocket, but not Jesse and James Team Rocket. Once again, they are pushed as anti-heroes in this, as you have Meowth narrating a lot of the Pokemon speak, as of course he does. But it just feels like they needed Meowth, so we have to have Team Rocket in this. But if you took out Jesse and James and had the other Team Rocket stuff in there, I don't know that would have mattered. You just needed Meowth. I don't know. Because, like, at one point, Jesse and James are captured and thrown in jail. Or a jail cell, I should say. And they end up mopping the floors. And they really just dare to be there. And once again, they seem to find people no matter where they go. And I don't know how that works. Is there a tracking beacon on something? I will give props. They do capture Pikachu. But as we know from watching the show, maybe that's the rhyme, but Every time they capture Pikachu, something happens to where they don't keep him for long. So they have him in this coil that stops the electricity from going through them. It just stays in the thing. It captures it and doesn't go out. So then when you think they got it, then something happens where they crash and Pikachu gets free and electrocutes them. But then the clones show up. And, okay. Mewtwo's profound wisdom of things in the first film was fine. But here he just goes on and on like he's goddamn Socrates or something. Socrates. You ain't no Socrates, my man, okay? You ain't no Socrates, my friend. But he just goes on. We get it. We get it. There's a moral question. Are you real? Are you not? Do you belong here? Do you not belong? We get it. You went through all this in the first film and you're just rehashing it here. There's a lot of that. This movie is only an hour and 3 minutes long, which is nice. However, as it was going, I'm like, we have to be. This has to be an hour, right? I looked at 32 minutes. Really? The pacing is that bad that I'm thinking we've been here for an hour, but it's only 32 minutes. There's also a reveal that's not really done that well because from the very beginning you can tell something's up with this Domino chick. And, of course, Brock goes gaga over every time. Every time a woman shows up, Brock. Jesus Christ. Every time a woman shows up. You know who he reminds me of? The Groby. Yep. I'm going to tell him after I get done with this. You equals Brock. That's what I'm saying. Honey bastards, the both of you. And now it's stuck to the goddamn table. But yeah, and the Pokemon battle that you see is, they try to protect Mewtwo because he gets captured by Giovanni. Giovanni threatens everything. He wants to control Mewtwo. Okay, so here's the thing that I think differs. In the original Japanese version, like I said, that scientists wanted to resurrect his daughter. But I forgot to mention, in the American version, it's all about Giovanni wanted to create... The whole thing was they wanted to create the most powerful Pokemon, which is not what the original Japanese version was, but they were saying. And they succeeded. That was the whole thing. We wanted to create the most powerful Pokemon in the world. And we succeeded. That was the prologue thing or whatever, but yeah. Man, now it's Ichi. Music. I'll tell you about the music. They do pump in that instrumental, which is instrumental from Brother My Brother. Brother, my brother. They kind of pump that in a little bit, but it's more instrumental and less, it's more, I don't know how to put it, where it's the song, but not enough of the song that I have to pay for the copyright. So it's like, give us like an instrumental score, but dumb it down. And then they add something else to it, and every once in a while you hear ba 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 ba. Maybe a little slow like that, but it doesn't go into all the keys of the song and stuff like that. You get that every once in a while, because of course. And of course, one topic I didn't mention was how I mentioned that Mewtwo erased everyone's memories, which kind of takes away from the lesson they learned. Right? So here, after everything is said and done, Mewtwo's going to do it again, and it is Pikachu who says, no, don't do that. They need to know about this stuff, and, that we exist in this world, and blah, blah, blah. He does erase Giovanni and the other Team Rocket people's, Domino and the bad people's memories. Because Giovanni's like, what happened? I don't know what happened, but I feel like I've suffered a major loss. Like, I don't know. Meow, meow, meow. Okay. Let's talk about the other Meowth. They, for some reason, changed Meowth's voice. or whatever. What was it? But in the original, it was like here it's like or something like that. It's annoying. I don't know why they changed it. They did. Probably got a different voice actor or something, but I don't know. It sounds different. It's weird. It's very weird. There's a whole subplot where there's this Domino arrives with this other dude. She says she's from like the Pokemon Institute or something, but she was working for Team Rocket. And this other guy has fallen in love with this one chick that was already there, and he ends up staying there when it's over. Also, they make a big deal about this water, but don't really go into explaining it, because at the beginning, everyone's drinking it. Oh my god, it's the best water in the world. And Ash is like, it's alright, like, you know. He's the only one that's like, it's just water. It just tastes like there's something swimming in it or something. And then when Pikachu and Togepi drink, they're like, because it has healing properties, but we find out later it heals Mewtwo completely. Which, yeah, they are sort of right. You throw him in there, it's going to contaminate, but I don't know. You're scooping up to get the water out of there, so you're still contaminated when you scoop it. Double standard there. But yeah, the ultimate conflict, once again, like the first one, is no fighting. Because at one point, like, they're ready to wage war again, and Mewtwo has to reiterate, oh, you fought last time, it didn't do anything. Yeah, well, the non-clone Pokemon don't remember that. So, and I do like that he's using his, they use Chikorita and Bulbasaur to make a canoe so they can go through water, which is not contaminated too, is not the right water. They're two different, there's spring and there's that, I guess. I don't know, but, yeah, it's only an hour and 3 minutes. It's not that long. The pacing's a little off. There's a lot of talking stuff, but it's fine. I'll give it a middle of the road. Now we're on to the actually the 5th Pokemon movie, Pokemon 5 Ever. Okay, it's Pokemon Forever. Look, I count this as the 5th movie. I count Pokemon Mewtwo Returns as the 4th movie, because it came out before this. It's technically a movie, whatever. Oh, hey, I just thought about this. I didn't bring it up in my review of Pokemon 3 because I was so tired last night. But one thing I need to mention, they don't do it here at all, which is good. But in Pokemon, so when Pokemon 2000, they used a little bit of the CGI. But when you get to Pokemon 3, wow, did they go all out with the CGI? And it's 2001 CGI, so what do you think it looks like? This one, not so much. It's mostly hand-drawn. It's fine. So what are your thoughts on Pokemon Mewtwo Returns? I'm going to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm scared not to see you in the next one.